Hi again, I'm Carson from Guys with Games, and this week I'm going to show you another little game that I keep in my class. It's called What's That Sound? But in my lesson plan I call it sound effects. It's easier for me to remember. Now, it is small enough for you to carry it around if you teach in multiple locations, but again, I think this is an ideal piece of material that you could leave if you have your own space, and the students could borrow and use even when you're not directing them to. So before I show you what's in the box, let me quickly tell you about the usefulness of this game. Primary focus here will be vocabulary recall. I don't think, depending on your student level, you will experience or encounter many new words, but if you do, if my students find something that they don't know how to say, I will direct them to use English that they do know to describe or indicate that missing piece of their vocabulary. So for example, if they don't know the word microphone, I can say, well, let's try to say it in English that you do know. It's something you hold in your hand and you can sing into it. It makes everything loud. Great, then that's a teachable moment. Let's pause the game and let's learn this word. Everybody repeat after me. Microphone. Microphone. So I guess you might encounter a few things like that, but most of this is very simple vocabulary. The other element that I feel this game is really great at combating is an obstacle that I think many of us ESL or EFL teachers face on a daily basis, and that is that oftentimes in every class there will be students who are shy. We call them shy, but what might be more true is that they are afraid to make a mistake in front of their peers and have everybody laugh at them. One of the great elements of this game is that it's a very silly game and we're going to all be laughing at one another, and sometimes it's okay to have fun and laugh at the situation, not the person. So let's take a look at how you play this game, what comes in the box. Okay, inside the box there are two sets of cards, the majority of which are these double-sided picture cards of everyday objects. Maybe not everyday objects, but simple vocabulary. Now, once in a while, you'll run into something that maybe your students don't know. But again, have them use English to describe that thing, and it's considered a correct answer. But most of these are pretty beginner level vocabulary. Okay. The other set of cards are the Clue Master cards. And each one of them has a different iteration of the numbers 1 through 5, first through fifth. So in order to play, what we do is, let's set these aside, and you lay out 8 different picture cards. To set up this game, I split my class into 2 teams, but the first round will be an example round, and I will be the clue master in the example round. In later rounds, the team can nominate or the teacher can choose their own clue master, and this is how the clue master works. The clue master takes one of these cards and orients it so that he or she can identify, okay, the first one I need to give a clue for is this card. And the way you give clues in this game is by making a sound effect. A sound effect that should direct people's attention to that card. So something like this would be a good clue. I think that's enough information for the students to want to choose this card. And then the way that the students choose is that they discuss if they're in a team, and then somebody needs to say the vocabulary for this thing. So maybe coffee. And then if that's correct, I give that team this card to score as a point. And anytime a card is removed, I put a new card in its place, even if it's wrong. If they guessed the wrong thing, I would replace that wrong thing with a new card. Then I look at the second one. Oh no, something like da 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 da, and they hopefully would. Well, maybe they would think that I'm talking about the snake charmer. This is how it would go, though, and they would go 5 times. Then I clear these. However many points they got is marked by how many cards they have in their team's pile. And that was just an example round, so I'll clear these. But then I would set out 8 more and choose a team to go first. And that team would choose their own clue master. And then, well, some of these are a little bit more difficult than others. But I think it's okay. Okay. Then I would give that person the clue master card. And the only person who should see this is the clue master. And that's how you play What's That Sound? Small enough to carry around. It's about the size of my hand. Now, I bought this one in a bookstore, but you could easily make this yourself with a little bit of effort. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.